Cybersecurity Today is brought to you by the generous support of our sponsor, Beauceron Security. You can get their 2024 State of Cybersecurity Awareness Report at beauceronsecurity.com, and there's a link you can follow in the show notes.
A new North Korean ransomware gang is spotted, and more. Welcome to Cybersecurity Today. It's Wednesday, May 29th, 2024. I'm Howard Solomon, contributing reporter on cybersecurity for TechNewsDay.com. A North Korean gang is now in the ransomware business. Microsoft calls this crew Moonstone Sleet. It sets up fake companies and job opportunities to get close to target organizations and eventually deliver custom ransomware. Its tactic for spreading malware varies. It often delivers a Trojanized version of the PuTTY terminal emulator. It may deploy malicious NPM packages of open source code through freelancing websites or LinkedIn. For example, it created a fake company to email zip files with an infected NPM package, pretending to be a technical skills assessment for job applicants. It also pretended to be a game developer seeking investment or developer support for a malicious tank game. Now, goals until now have been to steal login credentials and intellectual property, but since April, Microsoft has seen Moonstone Sleet deliver a new ransomware variant. To deflect this and any other ransomware gang from your organization, the IT department needs to ensure all hardware and software have the latest security updates, ensure all logins use strong passwords and multi-factor authentication, and ensure all employees are trained to think twice about clicking on links and attachments. There's more ransomware news. Security Week says the Ransom Hub gang claims it recently hit the Christie's auction house. Christie's, which temporarily went offline earlier this month, said it suffered a technology security incident that resulted in the theft of what it called a limited amount of personal data relating to some of our clients. And the Public Library of the City of Seattle, Washington, said it was hit by ransomware on Saturday, just before the organization was going to take IT systems offline for planned maintenance over the Memorial Day long weekend. IT systems are now offline, although library branches are open. Threat actors often hit targets just before long weekends. The United States has named and sanctioned 3 Chinese citizens and 3 companies in Thailand for running the 911 SS botnet. It helped siphon billions in phony government COVID aid applications and other scams. This botnet is a residential proxy service made up of millions of compromised computers that threat actors use to hide their digital tracks when applying for fake coronavirus relief programs, paying for goods through stolen credit cards, and money laundering. All American property and interests in property linked to the named people and companies must be reported to the U.S. Treasury Department. OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, has created a safety and security committee. It will make recommendations to the board on critical safety and security decisions for OpenAI projects. The first recommendations will be made within 90 days. Ilya Kolachenko, CEO of Immunoweb, said it's a good idea. However, he added, preventing an AI system from having hallucinations is just one risk. The collection of training data from the internet without the permission of content creators is one of the biggest generative AI problems that deserves more attention than safety, he argues. Another is making sure that AI systems are accurate, reliable, fair, and transparent, as well as being non-discriminatory. IT administrators who use Fortinet's Security Information Event Management Suite, called FortiSIEM, better have the latest security patches installed. That's because security researchers at Horizon 3 have released a proof-of-concept exploit for previously announced vulnerabilities. Network administrators using Cisco Systems Firepower Management Center software should install the latest update. It fixes an SQL injection vulnerability. And IT administrators with Checkpoint Software's network security gateways on their systems should install the latest update. It closes a vulnerability that could allow a threat actor to read certain information on internet-connected gateways with remote access VPN or mobile access enabled. A threat actor has found a new way of getting around multi-factor authentication login defenses. Researchers at Huntress say the hacker is sending mass phishing messages to targets that trick them into signing into what they think is a Microsoft Outlook login page. And then the attacker can steal login credentials and the MFA token. The brief technical explanation is that the victim gets an HTML file attachment that hides a link to malware. That isn't new. What's new here is the Outlook authentication portal is injected as an iframe of a legitimate Microsoft portal directly into the victim's browser that's retrieved from a hacker-controlled infrastructure. That allows the session token theft. Now, the report doesn't explain the phishing message that victims get, but it's obviously something that tells the employee, click here and log in. Something like a message from IT support or the payroll department, for example. Employees have to be trained to be suspicious of email or text messages that have a link leading them to a supposed login page. Not only do they have to be suspicious, these messages have to be reported to a superior or to IT. That's it for now. Links to details about news mentioned in this podcast are in the text version at technewsday.com. Follow Cybersecurity Today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or add us to your flash briefing on your smart speaker. Thanks for listening. I'm Howard Solomon.